Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans, RPG Limit Break fans. We have Game 2 of the Final Fantasy Randomizer Winter Dab Tournament, seeing Deadpulse looking to close out the championship series here against LordFizzlebeef, who's fighting to keep his tournament dream alive. I'm Caleb. I'm in the booth with my good friend Danny. How are you, Danny?
I'm real excited. I think this race is going to be amazing. Last night was real good, game 1. If you missed it, go look for it. It's definitely worth the watch, and I expect this race to be just as amazing, exciting, full of oh my goodnesses, and I can't believe that, and sitting on the edge of your seat kind of craziness. So
hopefully LordFizzlebeef remembers to buy heal potions before going into the Temple of Fiends tonight. Kind of cost them the race a little bit last night, but today we see both of our runners accidentally taking a very similar party, both bringing those red mages. Those red mages are sporting an extra 15 MDef, as well as access to all of level 1 magic in the white shop, as well as a minus 15 debuff to their strength. The black mages that LordFizzlebeef is bringing along have an extra 15 strength to make up for that 15 strength lost by the red mages, as well as a 15 bonus to their vitality, so lots of HP, which they'll need because there is no ability to equip a bracelet for them. And those thieves that Deadpulse is saddled with, they get an extra 20 HP, they get access to red mage armor, which allows them to equip chain and silver armor, which is pretty nice. But they will lose minus 10% to their hit chance, so not going to be too good there in the melee world for the thieves for Deadpulse. LordFizzlebeef forced to complete row 4, so we'll likely see 3 of these mages get turned into black belts at some point. And Deadpulse forced to take top left to bottom right, and there we go. Cure 3 I saw, a big spell in black. I'm sorry, in white. We got Ice and Temper, and Sabers, so is okay. It's okay. It's gonna be fine.
You've got lock 2. It makes things easier to hit, and you just use temper to make it better when you hit things.
Sure.
It's fine.
Chain plus 5 in the armor shop is going to be really good for Deadpulse's party. Everybody being able to equip that gets them almost gold bracelet. Absorb as the imps throwing ice cubes out the gate. Ice 2 putting the freeze on LordFizzlebeef, trying to chill his fizzle. Reduce it to a sizzle.
Don't mind us, folks. We're just we're practicing for the upcoming spring tournament. We're working on our puns and our jokes ahead of time.
Sure. Fizzlebeef finds a little bit of money and some camping equipment here in TOF, and we're gonna attempt this Garland fight. We're gonna just temper up those strong black mages. Putting all our bets on Nuke, and there's a temper. And there's a temper. And there's a temper. And there's a temper. So Nuke about to throw a temper tantrum. I can't wait to see how hard this black mage is going to punch. 65 damage. Kind of jumped the gun before these 3 tempers came out. Garland punching at Fade. We're going to wait and we're going to punch. Big punch from Nuke coming. 132 damage. And get that Garland boxing button. Adamant from the king, the Princess Sarah, is going to give us a canoe. Pretty good. So Fizzle warming up those punches for his future black belts. It's pretty exciting to see.
And Deadpulse doing something similar. He's tempering up those thieves. Unfortunately, not quite working as well as Fizzle's mighty little black mages.
Yeah, that minus 10 hit percent. I mean, they're not going to have more than one hit now anyway, but still able to get it done. So both our runners pretty well on their way to having a second bingo here on row 3. Collecting all that equipment's not going to be too much of a chore. Just got to pay attention to the shops as they go. Successfully confusing carry could be problematic, but we're also well on our way to a couple options here, actually. And there's Fizzle finding more ice, too. Just... please. What'd you do to these people, Danny?
Nothing intentional. I
And
promise.
Deadpulse just getting a hero run. Is this I wonder if Deadpulse is using one of my favorite strategies to never hard reset. Ooh, we got a little early route divergence. Fizzle going to open the 3 boxes here. There's all Cure 4 and Exit and Provoca. And there's Cake. All right, so good news for both our runners as they both needed a defeat Lich with Cake. Gotta love that. Not having to worry about it being cheeky placement at level 8 in Lefane or in Gaia. But
yeah, and while Deadpulse was finding what spells we have at level 2, Fizzle was finding a little bit of money at Matoya, but not much else.
yeah. It's not a bad play. I like the Matoya check. It's 3 free boxes. It's a little out of the way. It's something that is going to get anyway if they turn in that crystal whenever that shows up. But early on, like, money in the early game is pretty important.
Yeah, especially for Fizzle, because he's buying magic for all 4 characters instead of on Deadpulse's screen we only have the 2. So money's going to be really important for him.
Yeah. And there's a cube. So Bicky working on his Rubik's Cube game. Couldn't quite figure it out, so he gave it to the party to do their best. I was always terrible at Rubik's Cubes. Where's the option? Ooh, gold bracelets and pro rings in the same shop. That's pretty sweet. I was always on the team take the stickers off.
I may have done that once or twice when I was younger.
40 grand will get you a +1 gold bracelet and a +1 pro ring. None of our runners are forced to use only cursed armor. Fizzle has the square lit up for now, but is not required to use that square.
It's always nice when you have like the one-stop mage shop, then it's just like all the gear that you're gonna need for them, just pro rings and gold bracelets, same place. It makes life more convenient.
Cure 4 and Exit, so clutch, because whatever, I think this is going to inform Fizzle which mages he keeps, and I think we're going to be keeping one of these red mages, because red magic's not great for the early game, but solid for the end game. Cure 4 and Temper, it's going to feed into at least one of the black belts that he opts into. And Deadpulse just showing off his cross-country skills already at the dwarf cave. Gonna find out what this adamant gets us. No hooray dwarf though. Masa 2. And happy day, it's a roll +2. So we can use it and keep our row 3 hopes and dreams alive. Alright, first look here at level 3 black magic. Ice 3. Not bad. One of the best AoE sweepers in the game that is not Fade or Nuke. And speaking of Fade or Nuke, happy day. Red Mage learnable level 3 Fade. Not very common.
An inexpensive red mage learnable Fade, which makes it even better. Looked like he only had just enough money to get it on one of those red mages, though.
And LordFizzlebeef checking out armor shops. And we got Invis 2, Cure 2.
Unfortunately,
Bane, Brack, and Quad X. So, luckily we can get that without promotion with the Black Mage. So,
yeah.
Alright, we got a high five here in Crescent Lake as Fizzle's going to learn that the ship is hiding out in the ice cave. And there's the news that you cannot get Brack with a red mage. But he doesn't need to get Brack for Deadpulse. So Fizzle's gonna get some levels here, fighting giants, throwing cake around. It's a birthday party. Before he heads off to... Oh, we're trolling for heal pot money. Okay.
It would seem last night they're remembering those are real important.
One of the top things you could do is lessons learned. So Fizzle going to take his exit and head to the ice cave to get that boat. We do have warp, so warp exit. Get down there, get the 3 boxes, and get out. Not required to blow up the spike tiles here in ice today.
Wait, no. Is it warp or is it exit? We have exit, right?
I believe we have both.
No, I don't think we have warp.
I thought we had warp. I thought I saw Demon Frog misleading me. Oh, and he said no warp. I'm not bad. I can read. It's a good skill to have when you do this. Mm-hmm. It's fundamental.
Either way, having exit does make this much easier. I will say Fizzle's journey into Ice Cave with Tempering Quake is a much braver move than I would have made. But
yep, and there we go, dumping and Fizzle didn't go to Dwarf Cave, so he doesn't have the Masamune. So this is a little spooky here.
Yeah, because this tile is unrunnable. So to get through, to get the item here, he has to get through this, and unfortunately,
I don't think it's happening. They got too much evade. Now, sentries are pretty nasty, but guards, you can sneak a cake past guards. Like guards will fall into a cake, but you're not gonna get the sentries with it. All right, so Fizzle gets back in the sad canoe, and unfortunately, canoeing from Elfland to Ice Cave requires it in that direction, not Ice Cave to Elfland. So,
well, right side, he'll get it on the way back if he wants it.
Feels bad.
It does feel bad.
All right. We're going to get our level 3 magic knowledge and be pretty happy. Not as happy with how broke we are. And skipping the white magic. There's a fighter. Okay. Herb will get us the crystal. So more walking.
This rate, we've almost done a full circle.
And Slab turns into Oxyale, according to the Elfland hint giver here. Simultaneous white 4 checks, promotion locked ruse.
Well, we don't know where that slab is yet. Knowing that that's what turns into Oxyale is going to be good information for Deadpulse, because with his required row, he has to defeat Kraken 1. So that is going to be a required item for him.
Yep. Alright, Fizzle going to get his crystal. So this will at least route him back past the Dwarf Cave to turn in that adamant and get the Masa +2.
Chat asking, did Deadpulse choose 2 thieves? Deadpulse's required row, the way we do anti-double bingo is your opponent gives you 1 required row you have to do, and then you have to take another row you choose to do. Deadpulse's required row is top left to bottom right. That's the row Fizzle gave him, and as you see marked in the blue there, it requires him to take 2 thieves. So he has to start and finish this with 2 thieves.
And Deadpulse has a strong mastery of this encounter table as he is canoeing from Elfland to the ice cave, and that's the first encounter he hit. I think he burned one and is just running. So, pretty good. No Hooray Dwarf for Fizzle. The rare Hooray Dwarf snub for Lord Fizzlebeef.
Oh, wait, there.
There it is. Charging him up on the way out. Gotta warm up that RNG for Matoya.
You have to do it 3 times. That's how you get all the good luck out.
I like try to do them from 3 different sides, though. Try to pin them against the wall and talk to them from 3 different directions. All right, Deadpulse going to come into the ice cave and get the bad news about the sentries and guards, but we'll have Fade firepower to get through this. And there's our slab. Rip. So Fizzle with the sad news that ice is required. But with the Masa and Fade, this should be more plausible as Fizzle heading back around. And the little Pete grind that Deadpulse did early on really got him the money he needed to sort of jumpstart his seed here. Sort of the difference right now between the 2 runners.
A little bit, but we'll say, even though this is Fizzle's second trip here, he is not far behind Deadpulse.
No, and he does have a Masa now, but that's about it. And just to get our runners back up to speed, for the spectators back up to speed, this is game 2 of Best of 3 series. Lord Fizzlebeef lost the race last night to Deadpulse after a nail-biting finish in Topher that saw Lord Fizzlebeef run out of heal potions, unfortunately, and lost his dive to Chaos as Deadpulse was diving Topher and came in right behind him. Here comes the Fade. Here's 1 Fade and a Masa swing, 2 hits, 107. And those sentries have stun touch. Yikes. And dumping all the tempers into Fade now. Good turn order there.
Yeah, he's making sure he gets through this tile this time.
And we miss. Oh no!
No!
Cake! That's not gonna happen. So, bad luck there for Fizzle, as Deadpulse gets his boat and is getting through this. So, Deadpulse with his required ship coming out of the ice cave.
Okay, he's walking back through the second time, so I'm guessing that means those red mages did not have exit.
Yeah.
That feels a little bad when you have to do the loop twice just to get out of Ice Cave.
Alright, Fade comes out, takes care of the guard. Good roll there on the sentry, about 286 damage. And decent turn order as the red mage that cast Fade was taken out. And there we go. Fizzle gets through. Much better turn order that time.
Yep, 3rd time's a charm. We got through this time. And Fizzle has exit on that red mage, so as long as he can get to his boat, we can bounce out of here, save, and be good to go.
Yeah. And not even wasting time on the other boxes. Just want to get in and out of here. Definitely probably feel like we've wasted more time in the ice cave than we should have for Lord Fizzlebeef, as Deadpulse is going to get his little bit of Matoya money in that slab. It's no wonder she couldn't read it. It was in Lefanish. Not only was she blind, it was written in another language.
Healing before we drop down.
Yeah, we don't know what this tile is going to be, so
Yeah,
heads
definitely
up
not
play.
wanting to wipe out up here again. But we got our boat. Are we? What?
And
Oh
we're-
no, Fizzle. I don't think Fizzle. Actually, now I don't think he had money to get through or get exit when he bought it. I think he got Cure 4 instead. Oh, this feels real bad.
Hey,
Oh,
but we got it. Yeah.
there we go. All right.
We're gonna see a grind here by LordFizzlebeef.
I
We
was
gotta
gonna
get
say,
out. We gotta get out of here.
I hope not, because I don't think my nerves could take that.
Ooh, and glare comes
Oh.
out from the wraiths. We've resisted it both times, but we gotta start drinking some heal pots. As Deadpulse into Melmon finds level 5 harm 4. And there's level 5 nuke. Red and black mage learnable. Feels okay.
Yeah,
Level 5's not the worst.
level 5's not great, but the fact that it doesn't require class promotion and you can get it on your mages makes it better.
Silver bracelets plus 5 for 1100 gold. Great news for Deadpulse. Bad news for Fizzle, as those black mages can't equip bracelets. So, but Fizzle walking back to Bravoka, gonna get his boat, and Deadpulse abandoning the Melmon continent. Earth Cave is incentivized, but it looks like we're beelining for Ordeal's Waterfall. Bold play. With exit and reach, I like the early Earth check, but maybe that's me.
Thing is, I'm not sure either have exit. Unless Deadpulse picked it up when he got his boat and provoke him.
Yeah, we were pretty poor in the early game. Yeah, I do like an early Ordeals play, but I also like exit. It's a pretty good spell. Alright, Fizzle with some money in hand, gonna finish up our shopping. Free ribbon here in Ordeals is pretty good. Ribbon plus 5, chain plus 5. That red mage is already rocking 30 absorb.
Yeah, armor in this seed has rolled real good, like really well.
And there's a pro ring plus 1 and a power gauntlet. Pretty okay. So loaded Ordeals with a bottle, which may or may not be required, and we got ogres and grogers. So it's fine.
I may have been playing too many spring tournament flags here recently because I saw that bonk in a chest that wasn't the normal incentivized chest, and for a hot second thought that was our incentivized item in Ordeal.
It crossed my mind as well. Fizzle checking the hint giver. Going to learn about something on the Temple of Fiends, floor 6. I think it was like a Vorpal -5, it said. It's fine. Fizzle burning 2 encounters. And also abandoning Melmund. Oh, it might have been defense. Might have been the defense. Or there's our vendor item. Tail for sale. Sure, why not? It's free XP. Well, we have a slight break in the action here, and Black Mages for sale on Onrack. I do want to remind folks that there is still a few days left to sign up for the Final Fantasy Randomizer Spring Tournament. Signups are open until Friday, April 2nd, until 11:59 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to participate, it's a great time to sign up and jump in the pool. And Fizzle said, no, I'm good to go check Earth. Because levels are important. And we're checking spike tiles. This one's fine. Frost Gators and Arcareeves, they can hit like a truck and they can roll real high. And there's potentially an early zonk, and there's a great boon as Wizard Stick found in Waterfall. No sign of Confuse, but Dispel. But bailed out by a Wizard Stick in the Waterfall. So if Deadpulse wasn't thinking about row 3, he sure is now.
Yeah, you're with so many already lit up on row 3, finding that Wizard Stick makes it look even better.
Yeah, and Fizzle wants to get some levels on these mages. It's a very squishy party, and we need some kind of survivability without like a front-facing melee character. And did Deadpulse just reset out the waterfall?
Don't.
Or did he have exit?
So. Okay, then he must have picked up exit when he picked up his boat in Provoca. Because I'm assuming he didn't have it when he was in ice or didn't use it because he made that double loop to get out of there with his boat. So. But when he left there to pick up his boat, we were a little focused on seeing if Fizzle was going to get through the tile with the sentries and the guards. So
he was trying not to use exit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that is a tile, but I think now that we were able to commit to row 3 with that Wizard Stick in hand, we can start ignoring the other tiles on the board. We're going for row 3 for Deadpulse, and probably LordFizzlebeef once he makes it to the waterfall here. But first, a vampire. All right, Fade gets it done. Feeding the Ruby. Hey, some Groggers and Ogres. And Titans is incentivized. Pretty sure. There's TNT, so plot thickens for this Earth Cave check, and LordFizzlebeef committing to that column 5. And there's a vanilla rod.
Which means Deadpulse, if going through Earth, won't have to double dip. He can just make his way on through. And yes, Titans, as well as we're about to see, is incentivized.
Alright. And there's the ukulele. It's a little bitty loot. So if Deadpulse in a pretty strong position here. We might see Fizzle trying to play catch up here, and I think one of the ways he needs to do that is he needs his TNT to turn into floater, because Deadpulse coming into Earth is gonna get that TNT and continue diving down, and may get distracted, you never know, and focus on something else instead of turning in that TNT next. But it is such a quick turn in with it right there. But it's an opportunity for Fizzle to get a little bit of ground back.
Stopping in Melmond before he heads off again to pick up that level 5 nuke. Because last time we were here, we just barely had enough money to not get even a one character. But after taking those fights for levels in Earth, we got nuke money. Feels pretty good.
Alright, Fizzle gonna go give Narek the explosives and see what the big deal is. And you gotta hope that it's a floater and not some sort of a dud. Hey, it's a key. Okay. I like a key. I would open those boxes, but they're right there.
Yeah. Though key will lead us to another incentivized location because Canary Locked is incentivized.
Alright, Fizzle working his way to the back of the castle as Deadpulse working his way to the bottom of the Earth Cave. And there it is. Alright, so Fizzle going to be the first in the air. Still trying to catch up here. Deadpulse had a much better ice cave.
Yeah.
And has been sort of leveraging that small lead early on into a slightly larger lead here. But as we've seen before, anything can happen until you get to Topher.
Yeah.
And Lord Fizzlebeef going to be opting into 3 black belts. And Deadpulse going to just be saddled with these 2 thieves the whole way. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and having those wipes out of Ice Cave and so much trouble getting through there, I'm sure Fizzle feels probably at least a little behind, so I'm sure he is very relieved to get that floater.
Oh no, did Deadpulse not go through? Well, I guess Deadpulse doesn't need to go through all the floors, all the rooms on Lich 1 floor.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. Fizzle does.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess Deadpulse definitely tunnel visioning hard on the tiles that he needs versus the tiles that he could get while he's there, kind of thing.
Yeah, one of which he's working on now. You have to walk the Hall of Giants.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to fight everything. You just gotta walk the hall. And Giants and Wizards, at least they're all runnable for Deadpulse here. So those 2 thieves are going to make this a little bit easier for him. Lucky that there's no unrunnable encounters in this hallway. As you would hate to see something like a 4-pack of Rankelos that's unrunnable in here.
Yeah, that'd make your run a little dangerous and kind of lengthy.
And Fizzle now just beelining it for the carry incentive here. Check and spike tiles. Really needs to go to Waterfall. Oh, that's good news for Deadpulse. A Geist or Ghoul and Geist tile on the Grey Worm tile. And Deadpulse trying to charge up that Hooray Dwarf.
Hooray Dwarf with the evade today.
Yeah, Hooray's like, no, you snubbed me the first time you were in here. I want to talk to you. He said, no, I want to talk to you. Alright, Deadpulse with exit. Maybe gonna check? No, nobody wants to check the Dwarf Armory. No time to open boxes. I know Deadpulse did say last night in the post-race interview that he felt very threatened by Lord Fizzlebeef. Lord Fizzlebeef had beat Deadpulse into Topher by about like 3 to 4 minutes. And chime pickup here for Fizzle, so huge play there. And there's another wizard stick for Deadpulse, and the 3 boxes that Fizzle skipped in the Canary Armory. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't need to successfully confuse Carrie. But feels bad. Feels real bad. Mentioned that if you can't beat these flags in under an hour and win, then it's time to take a little seriously. So this from Lord Fizzlebeef's perspective probably feels like the right thing to do, but when he sees those free wizard sticks, he's gonna realize that, oh, this could have been a lot quicker. That I didn't need to, because now we're not going to be able to go back for row 3 for Lord Fizzlebeef. Oh, he could go for row 3 anyway. Take 2 thieves. Danny, why don't you correct me? Come on, man. Kill the dwarf. Let me talk about that.
But Fizzle getting that rod is good news for him because he does have the required visit every room on the Lich 1 floor.
Mm-hmm.
So he needed that to mark that tile. Back to Earth we go.
And Deadpulse bought a Iron Armor +5 and stuck it on that back Red Mage. Is the back Red Mage going to turn into a fighter with Masa 2? And the fighter does get +2 MDef per level with a 15% buff to their hit. They do only have Black Mage HP, which is not the best. But that may be Deadpulse's play to turn Pulse into a fighter. So, Bottle to Crown.
And this slap turn-in, thanks to one of our handy-dandy hit givers, we already know it's going to turn into Oxyel, which is another key item that Deadpulse needs to finish his required row, the top left to bottom right, because he has to defeat Kraken 1.
And the werewolves with ice too is not good. Demon Frog, our researcher, pointing out that Deadpulse is collecting armor for row 3, collecting wood, iron, and steel armor. I still think it might be a heads-up play to turn that one red mage into a fighter. Might be pretty okay. And there's a reset wipe for Lord Fizzlebeef, just tired of dealing with wolves.
Yeah, they feels bad when the whole party's stunned and they're just repeatedly ice-2ing you.
Yep, new LFB nickname, Lorphin Feels Bad.
Aww.
Lupita's favorite burritos. Going back into Earth. Gold +1 bracelet. It's pretty neat. Reset out. Not good enough. And there's Deadpulse. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say Fizzle Ice 3 and the wolves before they could ice 2 him.
Yeah, that's terrifying when you run into a big pack like that has an and we don't have ribbons because we haven't been to ordeals yet. Just yeah, this is a very squishy party, and we need turn order if it's going to be effective. And Deadpulse not having the easiest time here with this volcano, resetting out of a lot of spike tile fights. It's not necessarily slower, but just sort of, in my mind, it feels bad to start and stop dives like this. Oh, he exited. Missed that. These guys are too fast, Annie.
Right.
Deadpulse been in the community for like a week. Dude's like this good. Our current reigning Duckling Supreme.
I felt like I watched him start and get really good at just like a scary rate to the point where I'm just like, I hope I never have to race him because I'm going in knowing full well I'm gonna lose.
Oh no. There's Lich with damage poison. Lich says, I'm not hungry, I'm gassy. And just not wanting to hear what Lord Fizzlebeef is putting down. And 5 cakes miss, 6 cakes miss, and there's Blaze. What are you doing?
Lich is cranky today.
I said, I'm not hungry, I'm gassy. There's a dark comes out. Free round, and there it is. Lich falls into that cake. Lich 1 says, put some respect on my name. As Deadpulse gets the confusion to land on Carrie. Carrie casts fire on herself for 8 damage. And the troll encounter.
Oh.
So, good news. We've defeated Lich with Cake. We didn't visit every room on the Lich before, did we?
No, he did Lich and then he walked back out and was going to do every room on the floor when he wiped.
Oh no.
So we're going back to Earth King.
Lorphin feels bad. Yeah, that oof. So, question from chat, Cactus Owl, does he keep the bingo square after wiping? Yes. As long as you accomplish the task of the square. And the fight ends. Well, I don't think the fight needs to end. Like, if you confused carry, you can just reset out. But yeah, Fizzle keeps the defeat Lich with Cake Square. But realistically, he's going to go back through Lich or he just resets out of this, which again doesn't feel great. You know, he comes down back all the way through Earth, like, hello, bat. Hello, bat. And nothing here in Northwest Armory for Deadpulse in the boxes. Sea snakes, they can get us some levels. Cheeky sea snakes with that flash. Trying to put Deadpulse in the dark. Jumping up to level 18 across the board. And more seafood. So Deadpulse finds the Fisher Price My First Sea Shrine here in Northwest Castle. Gets a couple free Sea Shrine spike tiles.
A preview of what's to come.
Yeah, there you go. Early game knowledge. And there's the Steel Armor collection. So I think we just need to look for... And there's Fizzle on his tour, getting orientation. Hey, look, there's a hint giver. There's a Katana -1 somewhere in the Sea Shrine. That's neat.
I had no clue that guy was up there.
Yeah, the dungeon boys are sneaky where they are. Alright, and Deadpulse looking for levels. Because we're in key item go mode. We're not in being mode yet. And Fizzle has paid his debts. And fire hydrants. This could get us where we need to be. And Fizzle following Deadpulse's footsteps here. So, yep, fire hydrants are going to get it done. Fizzle going to take the seafood party pack here. Find the rest of it on the tile to the right. Fizzle really needs to head to those northern continent. He needs to do Waterfall, and he needs to do... Oh, we're not going to grind here. So Deadpulse not impressed with the fire hydrants. Not happy about it.
Yeah, he took just those couple of fights and then just decided it wasn't for him. And he's going to class change. Maybe that's the reason why. He doesn't want to get any more levels until after class change. That way those thieves can gain their magic level for spells afterwards.
Yep, to get those ninja spells. Now, if you're Deadpulse, you're saddled with these two thieves. What do you take for your end game? Like, what do you swap these red mages out for? Do you keep one and turn one into a fighter? Do you keep one turned into a black belt?
With the fighter and the Mazza Lake, I would go fighter, but I'm real bad at black belts, and Deadpulse is much better runner than I am, so I don't know, but I would definitely probably swap maybe somebody out for one of the other.
So rank low is pretty easy to find, and Fizzle's going to try to fade these rank lows, and they don't have a lot of HP, which is pretty good. So that's our first dinosaur kill for LordFizzlebeef as he's making his way to Lefane. Or back from Lefane. No. We're going to stop and go. We're going to stop and do some stuff first. Oh, lift 3 learnable. Okay.
Okay, so we're not picking up that red mage. Or no, I was thinking where you save is where you bring back your party members. Nope, I forgot. It's a little bit of a long walk there in Canaria.
One day we might be playing with the and there it is. Oh no, black belts for sale in Elfland or Gaia. Wow, towns much, Caleb.
Hey, I just fumbled it twice. It's fine.
I was busy like warming up the Gaia shortcut hype. More Ranklos, Fizzle. What if I told you more Ranklos? You're gonna find more Ranklos, Fizzle. More Ranklos. Sorry. This feels like a commentator curse. Alright, time to defeat Kraken 1. Still looking for a spike tile. I think those fire hydrants probably our best bet. I mean, they're squishy. We had access to Ice 3. We had access to Fade. Those things are going to fall down.
And given, like you said, they're not... Oh, hello!
Ooh.
I just heard Fizzle smile real big.
The often overlooked Mud Goal tile in the Temple of Ordeals pack in Ice 2 worms. Now, is this the same Ice 2 script that those Gerwolves had with all the nastiness on it? Because this is not pleasurable. This is bad.
Yeah.
And they've got a good amount of HP. That
Oh,
bottom
yeah,
right
they
one's
do.
taking like over 600 HP now. Breaking out the big guns. Here comes the nukes and fades this time.
Oh. Okay,
Morphin.
so we're smiling less now.
Morphin feels bad.
Watching the way that went down, I feel a little bad too.
Lord feels bad. Alright, Kraken time. Just aced that pillar maze though for Fizzle. Hey, how about some mad ponies with Stinger? Just to annoy you. Just to bother you. Low rolls for these nukes. Oh, there's a big 394. So a 100 nuke to a 394 nuke into Kraken, and we're gonna keep the nukes pouring. All right, Kraken 1 down. Deadpulse needs to find zombies and specters and wood armor. I believe wood armor is the only one he's looking for. So I might have to circle back through armor shops and figure out where we what shop we didn't go into.
Yeah, I know we've been in quite a few, and I don't recall seeing it, or if I did, I don't remember which one it was in.
All right, Fizzle on the hunt for more dinosaurs maybe here in the desert.
That or I'd say we're headed in because we have to Bane Tia. And he did pick up Bane at level 6 on those black mages.
Deadpulse digging for undead here in the Mark Cave. We've got a couple spike tiles to check. We might get some free undead here.
Oh.
Or an eye tile. Wow. The rich get richer.
They sure seem to. Oh my goodness.
There's 21 across the board for Deadpulse, so...
Oh yeah, we're gonna sit here for a while.
Yep. As Fizzle climbs the sky tower... Alright, Sky is a dud, which we could have deduced. Fizzle gets the news that he's got to go to Waterfall.
Yeah.
Well, we've got like 4 or 5 charges of Bane. No muy bueno.
Hopefully, and it's gonna really hoping that Bane works out in his favor because he's taking a lot of fights going through Sky, and without exit, the only way. I mean, well, even if he had exit, it wouldn't matter. But with Tia, that Bane doesn't quite work out to reset and start over and lose all those levels. Would hate to see that.
Mm-hmm.
And while I'm talking, I look down, and on Deadpulse's screen, I've been turned into a lawn ornament.
Yep, they broke out a stone poison, which is fine because he put the ribbon onto his second ninja there to get that ninja some levels, and the red mages with that buff to MDef were able to soak the stone poison and not be petrified. But I'm sure you probably wouldn't mind if they're turned to stone during this ordeal. All right, Fizzle ramping up to Bane the Dragon. Will RNG finally break for Lord Fizzlebeef? We're going to spam heal 3s. Here comes one Bane. Here comes 2 Banes. First Bane out the door. Ineffective. Second Bane out the door. Ineffective. Feels bad. Feels real bad. Only 2 shots left. Down goes Fader. First Bane comes out. And 4th final Bane. Ineffective.
Oh no. And it's the reset.
Yep. So RNG continuing to work against Lord Fizzlebeef here. As Deadpulse continues to eat some eyes and get some levels. I imagine we'll see Fizzle take fewer fights and just try to get back up there, throw him with 4 more Banes, and
Yeah, like I like the play to take the fights that he was taking because his levels are a little lower. So in taking some of these fights that are easy to get through here, like Sky's a really good place to just take fights and get levels on the way through. But losing that feels real bad.
and
So the second time through, you're gonna want to be a little faster because you having to reset out of that, you're gonna feel behind.
And meanwhile, Deadpulse gets the stone poison that he wanted and has just little old Clarb just pummeling away.
He is about to be a mighty ninja.
Super Thieves are hype. I took a Thief through a seed earlier today. It was pretty good. Thief got XCal +5. Man, that Thief was wrecking stuff.
I watched that race.
It was
impressive.
It was real good. Oh, good call there from Dark Moon. Trying to say that Deadpool's going for level 50. That would get him his second bingo. But wood armor is also pretty easy to find and costs less time, so don't want to risk it. Not for that biscuit. And
yeah, I didn't quite see what level he was.
Oh no, Lord Fizzlebeef hit something problematic. Lost everybody but Nuke in a dream. Yikes. So you hate to see like RNG just completely deflate a run like this, where Lord Fizzlebeef has done nothing wrong. There's not been like a major misstep there at all. But just can't get the luck, and there, just to prove it, there's a rub, and Lord Fizzlebeef fighting through the tilt, go back up to the Sky Cave, and Deadpulse begins hunting for these undead. Zombies and specters. Specters you can dig up in Earth Cave, you can dig them up in the Ice Cave. Zombies you can find in Marsh, you can find in Temple of Fiends. But you can't find them together, and you did find the ghouls and geists together, which is unfortunate because zombies and ghouls you can find together, geists and specters you can find together, and obviously ghouls and geists you can find together, but it just feels bad.
Yeah.
You can't find the 2 that he needs together, so he's got to go to 2 different places.
Yeah, after he got out of Marsh, he did save and go back in and do like a little jog around the entrance looking, and didn't spend too much time doing it.
It's the one time that huge run, like after the second encounter, kind of bites you because you can't really encounter manip for a quick rapid search. And there's the wood armor pickup for Deadpulse. Wood armor +4 too, it's not bad. But can you find ghosts and goblins together? So there's the wood, the iron, the steel. So Deadpulse gets his second bingo before his required bingo.
Okay, did I read that right? Did we have 2 power blocks?
It is randomized treasures. Randomized treasures does change the number of required items or the key armor or weapons we can find in the game.
Yeah.
So,
okay, can confirm. There were 2.
Yep, and Deadpulse also found 2 wizard sticks to further that point. As our restreamer Demon Frog pointed out, he's got a radar for it.
Well, yeah, last night he happened to find the one in Volcano Armory. And then today he finds 2.
Now, is this just going to be the party that Deadpulse runs? Because we're buying spells for the reds, but I think with that ninja's levels that we're just going to go with that. Fizzle on the Bridge of Destiny. Just feeling that this is the climb. This is where it's going to happen. Yeah, we're checking. Yep, we're getting ruse for the reds. Yep, this is the party for Deadpulse. No black belts for him.
Nope.
All right. Fizzle getting ambushed by fighters. Yeah, Deadpulse has just got to go digging through some encounter tables. Unfortunately, in Viz 2, this is going to be out of the way for the reds. In that top slot. However, this top slot, Bane, would be available for them. Alright, we're going to heal 3, we're going to heal 3, we're going to Bane. We're going to Bane. First Bane. That's 5th Bane miss. 6th Bane miss. Alright, statistically speaking, we should be coming up on it. 7th Bane miss. 8th Bane miss. So 8 Banes miss. I think Bane is like a 15 to 20% shot, so LordFizzlebeef going to hunt for some levels to get a few more charges, maybe.
Deadpulse is looking for the last bit he needs there for that kill for a zombie tile. That's the one thing stopping him from being able to.
There's the goal.
I think we already saw that one though, which is why he's like, "No, we're going to run." So we're still looking.
We see him light up the square, so maybe he did catch specters in Earth, or I wasn't sure if he had caught specters in Earth or Ice Cave. He may have. It's entirely possible.
Well, we just got zombies, and he's going out and he's leaving.
Yeah,
Were zombies what we needed?
We needed zombies, and I thought we needed specters. But I could easily be wrong. I didn't see every fight that he took in Earth Cave or Ice Cave. It's entirely possible.
Okay, so Fizzle went back to the worms. We lost the mage, but we got through one fight.
Yep. This feels bad. As Deadpulse finishes collecting his in-game armor.
Fizzle got through the one worm fight, but the second one unfortunately ended not well. And we're leaving ice.
Yeah. This feels bad.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get the crown. It'll get us a little bit extra XP, but not what we need.
No. Deadpulse heading into Temple of Fiends Revisited at the 58-minute, 20-ish second mark.
Fizzle crown in hand. I'm gonna go maybe dig for some more dinosaurs here. Hopefully we get away from these Ranklows. Ranklows super common here. Hey, Anklos, that's pretty good. Alright. Just need one more dinosaur. We need steak or blue steak.
If I was gonna say we've got 2 of our dinosaurs, we just need one more.
And unrunnable worms. And there's steak, so alright. You gotta, like, if you're Lord Fizzlebeef, checking that required box has to be a positive feeling. Like, you accomplish, like, okay, that's done. Now maybe my Banes will land. Or not. We're not gonna talk about Sky Palace. Even whatever happens in this race, we're not gonna talk about Sky Palace.
It's now become Fight Club.
Sky Palace is Las Vegas. What happens? We don't talk about it.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. Why would we do that? There's the steel armor. Can't even afford. Yeah, I think this is we're experiencing a system tilt for Fizzle here. Just
if not, like, seeing what he's gone through on this this seed takes a level of, like, patience and sanity of a saint. So
I would have forfeit. I know that much. But Lich 2 showing up. We're getting Masa swings and fades rolling through, and Lich 2 goes down. And Fizzle looks like he's committing to column 5. Gets the zombies.
And he saw that tile, so he got the ones in ice. So it only need, I think, the one more. Then collect everything. Yeah. And then it just levels, and the person in the place we no longer want to speak of.
Yep, and now he's going to ice to look for specters. Carry 2. 7 hits. That Moss is doing it, but we did lose a meat shield.
I am no longer with the party.
The ninja here is a risky carry. Because we just fought carry. Because that minus 10 to hit %. So Thief with the Thief buffs gets a lot of extra hits. When you take away 10% of those, it doesn't feel too super good. Alright, and Kraken opens up with Bane. We lose LFB for Fizzle, or for Deadpulse. And we get about 500 some odd damage in the first round with the nuke and Amasa swing. Second nuke for 157, and down goes War Man Mode time. Can Clark carry? Get through. Now, we don't have a defense sword. We don't have a white shirt. We got a ribbon. Oof. And a dream. And Fizzle gets some Sorias. Just a little salt in the wound from an unrunnable Iron Gulls. With glare.
Sorry, it's nice find. Wrong race.
Alright, getting good crits though. 7 hits when that Masa does land. The Iron Gull's got a nasty script. And Clark jumps up to level 41, so...
It's Clark in a dream.
Alright, we're going to go to Power Gauntlet. Lightning 2, already in a dangerous health position here, is 153 damage left with 6 hits, 894. Need turn order. Bane's fine. We need to keep turn order every round, and there it is. Okay. So, Deadpulse, level 42. 50 some odd heal pots. Now, we don't want to see ambush from a vampire pack. We don't want to see anything from this run from Tia to the stairs. That is probably one of the scariest runs with a solo character that I think you can experience. Just that little strip. I just got to get this far. Alright, time to put it here and let's see if we get an RNG loop. Gonna cast Saber. Fire 3. It's not bad. Stun. Take that. Slow 2. Ooh. Oh no. Well, this is a problem. This is a problematic chaos. So we gotta hope that we can just. And there's a nuke. Yikes. Fire 2. 166 damage, and the zap comes out. Chaos gonna be a problem. That nuke's coming back around. Chaos very spell happy, and that's some information for Deadpulse. That
Spell happy and a little punch happy.
And Fizzle working on his party grind to turn 2 of these red mages, probably. Into black belts.
Oh no, we have to take 3 black belts.
Right, but I mean, I'm just trying to figure out like we don't have to do it all at
red
once.
or black.
Yeah. So, because we want to keep the black mages until we bane Tiamat.
Yeah.
But this is, you can't have really have asked for a better party grind than these Sarias. They have, doesn't look like they have a script. They have like no HP. They don't really have a lot of MDef. So I think we do this, and then we have a million charges of Bane. We climb that sky tower one more time. We gas Tia. We fly to Gaia. We flip into black belts galore, and then we just got to dig up a Spectre out of here before we leave. And we got to go buy some armor.
Can't get Tia 1 to take a Bane, and then Deadpulse finds it all on Tia 2. What did I roll?
Danny, with the amount of seeds that you roll, it's a wonder that, like, you would think the law of average would say that eventually you're going to roll some nice stuff. And I have seen the occasional nice Danny seed, but it does not average out.
I mean, the way I look at it is you're right. Like, I probably roll 95% or more of the seeds that are officially raced for the community.
Mm-hmm.
So the way I look at it is, of course, I roll a lot more that are worse than everybody else because I'm rolling so many. And I promise it's not on purpose. I know not what I do when I click the button. It's all the bot's fault.
She doesn't think happy thoughts.
I do think happy thoughts.
Every
I'm
time?
starting to think it back. Yeah, at least I try to.
You're just like, I gotta hit this button.
I mean, occasionally.
Exclamation point flags. Alright, Fizzle up to level 28. Now, with the black belt MDef buff, when we switch these over, those black belt, if we get to like level 33 and 34, we switch those black belts over, they're all going to be wearing a natural ribbon. So, it's a good move for Fizzle once we get to where we need to be level-wise. Is Carry 2 back in the show. Deadpulse with the knowledge that he has. And did we ever find Fast? Fast was in bottom slot in on-rack, so Black Mage learnable. Not Red Mage. Big shout out also, of course, to Reese Wolf doing the tracking for us. We did not thank Reese earlier today. Acknowledge him. Reese doing a wonderful job tracking for us, keeping us on the ball behind the scenes, and of course, Demon Frog restreaming this match. I appreciate you guys helping out behind the scenes.
Yep, we couldn't do without you guys.
Gregory Puff acknowledging Lord Fizzlebeef's catharsis. And Deadpulse hits Kraken 2 down a red mage. We're gonna swing and nuke. 4 hits, 178. Nuke comes out. Clarb survives the smack from Kraken. Fizzle needs to get out of here and save. Of the utmost importance.
Kraken 2 has got it in for Clarb.
He needs to stop.
He is taking a lot of punches.
Alright, we've made it through Kraken 2 with 2 light warriors. This is better than Dive 1. And Fizzle just trying to get to the exit. Just please, it's right there. I just need to get to... Thank you. And a huge sigh of relief as we've never built a house faster. Now we gotta find these dang specters. Where are you, specters? I really hope Deadpulse found them.
Spectre.
I really, because they've been running like sort of the same encounter tables. Like both runners have recognized, so I am concerned. Because I really did. I mean, unless he caught them somewhere in Earth, like I said, we weren't seeing. But Deadpulse, really good runner. I'm sure he found them. Alright, T is showing Blaze. Fizzle still hunting. Deadpulse survives the first Bane. Nuke comes out. Alright, we're through. And that's good because we need that red wizard to soak that slow 2 from Chaos. It's going to be huge. Fizzle trying this side of the room to find specters. Alright, Chaos take 2. Out of nukes. We're going to switch to Timbers and Sabers. Fire 3 keeps us alive. And the punch takes out the red wizard. Having no evasion magic is so scary with this Chaos who's... Last fight he was spell happy, now he's punch happy. And there's a second wipe in Chaos, and now Deadpulse needs to make an adjustment.
Okay, did we see that nuclear the first time?
No. We saw Nuke.
So we saw Nuke. Yeah. We didn't see the nuclear. Okay, that is a...
Yeah. So
that Chaos is something.
The spooky thing about that Chaos is we've seen 2 fights now. One fight he was spell happy and was scary with the slow 2 and the nuke. The second fight, skill and punch happy with a nuclear and big hits. So Deadpulse is gonna go back and poke some eyes. Gonna get some more levels. It's fine, but it's not the evasion magic, and it's not the brute force that we need. So going back, leaning into these eyes with stone poison, hoping that they start spamming it. And Fizzle now in the Earth Cave looking for specters. And with how much trouble he's having finding them, like, oh man, I really hope Deadpulse did find these.
Yeah.
Unless they were like on a tile and we just missed it. Because Fizzle didn't check a lot of spike tiles, so...
Yeah.
It might have been something as simple as that. Alright, well, while we're hanging out, watching Deadpulse poke some eyes, Lord Fizzlebeef digging for undead here in the Earth Cave. Do want to remind folks that spring tournament signups do close Friday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. So if you haven't signed up yet, we'd love to have you join. The tournament is open to anybody. All you got to do is join the Discord, come hang out with us. We'll slap the roll on you. We'll get you set up, everything you need to know, the rules, the rule document, the flags, all that stuff. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Yep, just drop the sign up form there in chat.
Awesome. And if this catches its way to YouTube before Friday 11:59, that's Friday, April 2nd. If you go to FinalFantasyRandomizer.com, there is a link to the Discord and there's a link to the tournament sign-up sheet that you can hit right there as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Sign-ups close 11:59 Eastern on Friday, and then Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern here on RPG Limit Break. Me, Danny, Dwight, and maybe some other folks from the Spring Tournament Planning Committee are going to be doing the reveal stream where we show off which runners are in which pods. And I'm so excited. I'm beyond myself.
I am
how excited I am for that reveal stream.
I am really, really excited and really, really nervous.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Can't wait to see what the Nightmare pod rolls. You'll see folks like Cheeseinator and Thunderclawed and Deadpulse and LordFizzlebeef all in the same pod, just beating each other up.
No, I just keep thinking I'm gonna get a pod like that. It's gonna be all these like three other like just amazing runners that I have no shot of, and I'm just gonna be like, all right, I resigned myself to losing every race, and I'm just gonna have fun. I'm not even gonna worry about it. You guys want to draft? We'll draft. You want to do 4-4s? Let's go nuts. You're gonna kick my butt anyways. Let's go for it.
I love it. I love it. Fizzle still looking for undead. Hey, we got cockatrice. We haven't seen them yet. And Deadpulse, like, this has got to be enough levels now. Please. Fizzle might be a little encouraged that we're seeing a different encounter. Cockatrice, hey, that's cool. I haven't seen them yet. And there's, looks like we wrap back around to the big run there on the encounter table. So it's like 512 steps we've taken. Mm-hmm. Deadpulse hunting for a black belt. We found the black belt. Black belt was... And there it is. There's the fight. Oh, happy day. Now we can go back to Sky. So Fizzle's still within reach of this. Deadpulse with the information of how gross chaos is. Fizzle with the information that how gross this seed has been is now going to start looking for some armor. No, not buying a tail. We don't need that. And there's a black belt. I became a black belt. Oh, I appreciate it. So he turned one of the red mages into a thief and turned Clarb into the black belt. Heads up. Heads up play there to use the black belt that he took the grind on. Now, unfortunately, that master isn't going to have all that extra MDef that the black belt would have had. So that black belt master was promoted to level 42. It does get an extra 20 MDef, but that's about it. I misspoke earlier. I got my I don't think if anybody caught me on it bad. I misspoke earlier. I thought the black belts had 2 MDef per level. That's a fighter bonus. So I was way wrong when I was saying those black belts at 33 are going to be super big. I mean, they're still going to be pretty good, though.
Yeah.
It's like having an extra 5 levels. So. Worth of MDef for the black belt. Hey, Danny, you're getting a sword.
I was gonna say, looky, I got a sword. I'm probably still going to get punched by something here in a few feats, but it's fine.
Now, I wonder if Fizzle...
Hey, he took my sword.
if our levels aren't where we want them to be, will Lord Fizzlebeef? Yeah, we're 30-ish. If we're able to Bane Tiamat here, do you think Lord Fizzlebeef will come back to this floor and fight Warmech to get those last few levels? It's a bold strategy. Like and Fizzle has the knowledge that Deadpulse has had 2 bingos for at least 25 minutes now.
Yeah, he's had those a while, so Fizzle's gotta know that, like, Topher, there's something real unkind in there if we're still playing.
Yeah. And Fizzle hits some unrunnable, only loses a red mage. So we still got our Bane casters. And goodbye, Lich. Black belt doing black belt things. Fizzle's trying to overcome the largest RNG hurdle I've seen in a head-to-head race time. Here we go. Gonna heal 3. We got 10 shots of Bane this time. Shot 1. Miss. So that's actually shot 9? That's shot 10. Here comes shots 11 and 12. Goodbye, Fader. 11 miss. 12 misses of Bane.
Please.
13 misses of Bane. 14 misses of Bane. And a stun touch. 15. On the 16th, sweet 16. Let's get the heck out of here. Lucky number 16, and now we're back to man mode for Deadpulse here. Kraken 2, not having any of Deadpulse's funny business. Bane coming out, wiping out his light warriors. It's like a remix of Dive 1. We've been here before. Recognize this. But now I got a black belt.
He's got 1 and Fizzle's about to get 3. One black belt, 2 black belts, 3 black belts. Maybe.
And we're gonna keep. We're gonna keep Fader.
Did we? I think we left someone down.
Yeah. Oh, we're just not gonna bring up the red mage. Okay.
Oh no, we are storming Topher with just punch happy black belts.
It's a strategy.
I think Fizzle is done with this seed and just like, no.
All right, here we go. We're gonna pull cast, see what this black belt can do. 9 hits, 1200 damage. Slow 2's coming. There's a nuclear. 700 damage. So, Chaos got like 3000 HP. Slow 2, I think, is the next spell, but there it is. GG's to Deadpulse.
Yep.
Taking it down. Official race down time 121.47. Get those GGs in chat for Deadpulse, our Duckling Supreme, and now our Winter Dab champion. This dude's real good.
Yeah, he done just as Fizzle lit up his very last square.
Let's see what Lord Fizzlebeef's triple black belt can do.
Coming in and punching all the things.
And speaking of coming and punching all the things, Deadpulse in the booth with us. GG, buddy.
Thank you.
That was an impressive run. How did it feel bouncing out of Topher twice?
I know that Fizzle didn't have his 2 rows split up, so I didn't feel the pressure that I think I would have if it started happening now. And
Yeah.
the first time I went in, I went, all right, if I'm bounced, then I'm going to go back to those eyes, level the 42, grab the black belt, mages, and call it good.
Oh no, Fizzle forgot the loot. We gotta go to the waterfall. So the tilt continues for Lord Fizzlebeef. Fizzle encountered some of the worst RNG I've seen in a long time, like consecutive, like little bad things piling up here and there, leading to big bad things, and sort of compounded on each other. Sort of really struggled in the ice cave early on with that sentry guard tile, and then the Bane on Tiamat just would not stick. It took 3 climbs of the Sky Tower and 16 shots of Bane before it landed. So that's a little bit of the story for what Lord Fizzlebeef has experienced. But what would you say was like your biggest hurdle with the bingo board tonight, Deadpulse?
Honestly, it was figuring out the second row that I was going to do. Just because there were about 4 good options, and by good I mean they were decent. They still had something I didn't want to do. Like for example, like use cursed weapons. As soon as I saw, the massive beam +2, I'm like, oh, grumble, I don't want to do this one. But once I found those 2 wizard staffs, I'm like, sure, let's do row 3. Exit, I can use that, no problem.
All right, and there's the ruby. So Fizzle's gonna, the loudest grumble that ever grumbled from Northern California just came across the country.
I heard it all the way over here on the East Coast.
Of course, it's behind the ruby.
I'm not gonna lie, just thinking about my run, like I didn't encounter anything that made me really trip up.
Well, it was interesting with the party selection. You chose the double thief because you had to, and then double red mage. Fizzle also did double red mage, but supported them with double black mage to secure Cake and Bane for his required row. So super squishy party. Danny had the foresight to immediately call that we're going to take 0 black belts, but we're going to end with 3. And so it's a super exciting strategy, and definitely noteworthy, but I think it caught him in the early game just for lack of survivability on some of this stuff. But
yeah, especially since that column 5 was almost a gimme for him. But the use only cursed armor when we had chain armor +5 and
the silver bracelets.
It was probably
5.
that chain armor +5 that did it. I didn't have any problems with the sentries, really anything. I was using chain armor in the end game.
Yeah.
Well, you also went in on your first dive. I think your levels were a little higher than his were on his when he went in the first time, and then when he went back, he got bounced out. It took 3 dives at least before he got his ship out.
Yeah, it was less than ideal for Lord Fizzlebeef, but he managed to get through, and like he put it together once he found the Soria tile in ice, and that was his sort of party grind after falling out of the Sky Palace twice and going back and like just adjusting to do other tiles other than that Bane tile and get some levels. Sort of began to change his fortunes early on. But we'll see what the triple black belt can do in Topher. I'm excited to see this, because Chaos had some HP. It looked like he had anywhere between 3,000 and 5,000 HP.
My heart slumped when that slow 2 hit.
Oh yeah, that's when I was just like, uh-oh, because you don't have any evasion, you don't have fast. Like it was just that Chaos was needed to be reckoned with. And the heads up play to buy heal pots. That's pointed out by Gregory Puff.
Well, he went into Canaria. He bought a house because I don't think he had any save items, but there were no heals in Canaria. But I think we're at 97, so we're good.
Yeah.
So just to say out in chat, there was a question about the specters for me, and I fought the tile in ice that had both the specters and
Okay, was that in this 6-pack room, or was that on one of like the mage tiles?
I don't remember. I think it was one of my first encounters that I hit on the. Yeah, it was the first encounter because it had all 4 enemies.
Oh, okay.
Not all 4 zombies. It had 2 of the ghost types and 2 of the zombie types.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I figured it was something you caught early because like I saw you hit Geists and Ghouls. I was like, oh man, he's still got to deal with zombies and specters, and that stinks because they're not in the same encounter groups. But then you dug up the zombies and lit the tile, so I gave you the benefit of the doubt. But because I mean, there's so much going on, it's hard to keep track of every fight. But you would hate to see like a championship match like this sort of walked back because it's like a poorly kept note or something like that. But I believed in you. Kinda. Now there was some doubts I had, just like if you watch this back, it was because Fizzle had a difficult time finding them. Like if they were first encounter on Ice 1, he didn't check Ice 1. It was he was looking around in the drop down floor and then ended up finding them in Earth 3 after like probably 9 or 10 encounters. So
yeah, it was deep in there somewhere. He took a lot of fights before he found them there on Earth.
Yeah. But you guys were doing a lot of the same strategies, manipulating that encounter table before going into dungeons. It looked like it was a huge run after that first fight.
Yeah, and even then, after that one, there was like another one after that.
Yeah, I saw you get from basically Elfland to Ice Cave in like almost one shot. It's like, what?
Yeah, that was really nice. And then even after that with the thieves, like I was just running away from anything. I probably took only a dozen of encounters on the overworld.
So talk to me about your journey from Duckling Supreme to now Winter Dab Champion. Like that's not to diminish the Duckling title. I mean, that's definitely an accomplishment to be like the best like kind of new runner in the community. But like this is the Winter Dab tournament. There's some big time talent running around in this pool, and you definitely earned this.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. A couple of these matches, it feels like I stole a victory. Like last night, if you were paying attention, I feel like I stole that one. The same against Fry Teeth. So I feel lucky, but I enjoy everybody in the community. Everyone in this race or in this tournament was great. All the people behind the scenes for it. It's been a really fun experience, and I'm hoping that we have another bingo tournament soon.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. Bingo's one of my favorite ways to play this game. Gregory Puff saying you never beat him.
Yeah, the only way I can beat Gregory Puff is to throw Fry Teeth at him.
That sounds like a Double Dragon rematch
I was
time.
ready to say, or did we just bring co-op in this? Are we throwing partners at people? Is that how we knock them out of tournaments? Because if that's the case, I'm Spells App. If you're watching, I'm going to need your help during spring tournament. Can I just throw you at people? Is that how this works?
Got to get a Spells App cannon. Like a t-shirt gun.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Tiamat 2. Tiamat had some spooky stuff. But 6 hits, 342. There's a blaze. We're going to start tempering third nuke, or second nuke. 7 hits, 95 damage. Less good. 4 hits, 271. So not the worst amount of damage. Cure 4 on Fader to keep Fader alive. Another punch for 4 hits, 108. 6 hits. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there with damage. So we don't have those big time levels on the black belts that we would love to see, but 3 black belts. It's a lot of fists. It's a lot of fists. All right, LordFizzlebeef on the home stretch here. Gonna drink some heal pots because we got them. This race is about catharsis for LordFizzlebeef. We got our catharsis out on the Saurias. We got our catharsis out of these heal pots.
We are fully healed.
And now we're just going to beat the crap out of Chaos. first punch, 2 hits, 274. We're going to need some more damage than that. Second punch, 405. All right, about 700 damage. All right. About 900 damage in the first round. That's about what your black belt punched, your 42 black belt punched for with 1 round. So equitable damage through round 1. 7 hits, 185. 7 hits, 648. All right, so about 1200 damage there. So that's about almost what you did your second round. So 3 black belts equaled 1 master is what I'm gathering here. Fizzle's Fists of Fury coming through, not taking it down in 3 rounds. There's the nuclear. But I think our black belts are going to get this done. Fade for 126. Nuke gets it. And there it is. Nuke with 6 hits, couple hundred damage. Fizzle finishes in 2nd place through the Winter Dab tournament. Not only is he a Shaq Fu silver medalist, he's now a Winter Dab silver medalist with an official race down time of 1 hour, 33 minutes, 53 seconds. He's going to take a breath, and he'll be joining us soon. So, GG's to Lord Fizzlebeef and Deadpulse. You've won the Winter Dab tournament. What are you going to do now?
Well, there's only a couple days left before spring tournament, so pound some Diet Mountain Dew and stay up practicing.
Drink some Mountain Dew. Awesome.
He's gonna show up just full of all the energy, just being like, "Who's my partner? Who do I get on Saturday? Like, show me to them, to me."
When I'm randomizing the pods, I will make sure that it's random enough that Deadpulse does not end up in my pod. That's a joke, folks. I'm going to be as transparent as possible when it comes to randomizing these pods. So,
hey, I forewarned everybody. I told everybody at the beginning of this, we'd be just working on jokes this entire race. And,
Chaos Comedy Tour.
Yep.
These are the jokes, folks.
Less than a week.
Don't forget to tip your trackers. Yep. So, FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. You can join the Discord on their website. There's also a link to the spring tournament sign-up sheet if you're interested in doing that. If you want to learn more, you can check us out on the Discord. Again, link on the Final Fantasy Randomizer website. We have all the information for the spring tournament available there. And speaking of being available here, Lord Fizzlebeef, my friend, my buddy, can I offer you a hug in these trying times?
Can we both offer you hugs?
I'm going to take that as a yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was some of the worst rando moments I've seen in a long time. And all in one race is kind of like a special, yes, if you want to look at a silver lining. You got to be the shining example of welcome to FFR. It's not always this.
Yeah, I think the worst part is that I feel like I knew I had lost when I wiped on Lich Floor.
Yeah. That was a bad feel.
Just imagine my emotional decline for everything that happened after that.
Caleb mentioned, he's like, "Oh, he got what? Like you got."
It was when you got the dinosaur. Oh yeah.
And then Caleb's like, "And he got every room on the floor, right?" And I went, "No." Oh no.
Because I saw you, I had looked away to see what Deadpulse was doing, and I saw you cake Lich very easily after getting poison smoked and blazed.
Very easily after 2 party members went down on the 3rd round of 4 quakes. Yeah, easy peasy.
Yeah. Lich was full. She was gassy today. But then I saw the troll fight. I was like, you know what? That's fine. You can just reset out of this because you've already got it and you've already visited the floors, right? And Danny said, no. He walked out of the room. I was like, oh no. Yeah. And then, were you keeping track of how many Banes it took?
So first fight was 4, that didn't work.
Mhm.
Second fight was 4, that didn't work. Next fight was 2, 4, 6, 8.
Yep, you got it on your super sweet 16.
Yeah.
Also, we've turned Sky into Fight Club. We no longer talk about
Yeah,
it.
I'm sorry for bringing it up. So I loved the approach of take 0 black belts, take 3 black belts. It is a spicy maneuver, but do you think that starting off with the Wibbly 4 mage party, maybe would you start to see the same way if with the knowledge that you have now?
With the knowledge that I have now, no. Well, maybe. See, the thing is that 4 mages is fine if you don't have to do something like, I don't know, get through an unrunnable guard sentry tile in Ice Cave to get your bow.
Yeah. And there was a couple things that made things a little easier for Deadpulse, just like routing wise, where he was able to pivot, because it looked like Deadpulse, you had like a lot of options open for your second bingo, and we talked a little bit about this before Fizzle came in, but once you went to Waterfall, you went to Waterfall very early, there was a wizard stick there, and definitely sorts of like makes row 3 a lot more viable, and you can ignore the cursed armor, you can ignore the do not use exit at that point. And then I do have to call out Deadpulse's wizard stick radar, because he found a second wizard stick in the Canary Armory in the 3 boxes that you skipped, Fizzle. So there's a lot of little moments like that where it's just like, how much worse luck can you get? Because Fizzle checked Canary Armory, but only checked the left room, didn't go into the right room.
Right. So the thing with that is that pretty sure I'd already equipped my cursed armor at that point. I'm 99% sure.
Ah, okay.
So like I was doing that no matter what. So
Gotcha. Well, it was a fun race to watch. It was less fun because, get to see sort of get kicked in the teeth by RNG, but it was not an easy Topher for Deadpulse.
No.
Yeah, I knew that when he didn't finish 20 minutes earlier than I expected him to.
Yeah.
See, their Bane worked.
Well,
Krakens and Tiamat's Bane worked on me.
That's what it's like. Tier 1 won't take a Bane, but Tier 2 has all of them.
Yeah, that's why she doesn't need it. She has plenty. Well, this was a lot of fun to do commentary with you, Danny, and want to just sort of wrap things up. LordFizzlebeef, second place in the Winter Dab tournament, first in our hearts for finishing out that seed. Final thoughts, buddy?
No.
Yep. Deadpulse, our reigning Duckling Supreme and now Winter Dab champion. Final thoughts, buddy?
Well, LordFizzlebeef, thank you for the matches. It's truly been an honor. And thank you to everybody who participated in this. I know it went a little bit over what the expected time was, but I had a lot of fun, and it sounds like everyone else did, so I call that a success.
No.
Well, big thank you to Reese and Demon Frog for tracking and doing the restreams. Danny, you want to take us home?
Yeah, I think I can do that. I do want to just say GG's to Fizzle and Deadpulse. This race may have been rough for one of our runners, but they both made it this far. They made it to the finals. Deadpulse just made it all the way through the winners bracket. Fizzle getting knocked out week 1 and then fought his way back through the losers bracket all the way to the finals to be a part of today. So you both played this entire tournament incredibly well. So congratulations and GG to you both for making it this far. Thanks again to Demon for restreaming and Reese for doing the tracking, RPG Limit Break for having us. As Caleb has said a few times, we have spring tournament signups. They end Friday night, but please, anybody who's interested, you are more than welcome to join. If not, you just want to join the Discord, and then watch the spring tournament go down and, watch our races and stuff. You can join, get the spectator tag, and we will tag you every time we have a race and promise not to be annoying about it. And then Saturday at 9 p.m. here on RPG Limit Break, we are going to do our reveal stream where everybody who has signed up for the spring tournament will find out who is in their pods. And starting as soon as Monday, we will be having our spring tournament races. So we hope to see all of you come out for those. And I think that's about it. So again, thanks to everybody who has been around for this tournament, helped, participated, and made our very first FFR Bingo tournament successful. And with that, I'm going to stop talking and say I hope everyone has a great rest of your night, and we will see you Saturday.